guys, Zoe Lanchman here. I'm the marketing manager of Sierra Designs. We also got Bob and George with us. We decided to talk with Sunny Stroeer from AWExpeditions. AWE offers all-female trips across 3 continents with more destinations in the making and offers a women's expedition scholarship program. So Sunny, thank you so much for joining us. We're really excited to hear about you and all of your mountaineering experiences.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me, Zoe.
Absolutely. So can you tell us about your organization, what you guys do in a little bit more detail?
Absolutely. Well, I launched about 4 years ago now, and as you just said, it's a high altitude expedition organization for women by women. So the mission of AWE is to break down barriers and get more women into the high altitude realm. Because what I realized as I started, first peak bagging and then high altitude mountaineering and really pushing my boundaries out there a little bit, the gender gap in high altitude mountaineering is it's real and it's pretty drastic. If you look at statistics, I think only 1 in 10 climbers who summit an 8,000 meter peak, for example, are female. And that just seemed unnecessary and a little bit outdated, I guess. So I decided to do something about it and launched AWExpeditions.
Let's talk a little bit about your mountaineering experience since we are doing this surrounding National Summit Day. So what has been your best moment at the summit?
I did a lot of work down on Aconcagua, actually, which is a 23,000 foot mountain in the Andes. That's the second highest of the 7 summits. And that's also one of the spots where I regularly guide trips through AWExpeditions. I'd say that my proudest moment at the summit and one of my happiest memories from down there actually was just recently on one of my most recent AWE teams. We had a group of 3 climbers plus myself, women from their early 20s to their late 40s, very different walks of lives. And I remember nobody in that team had been above 14,000 feet before the expedition. And I was super new to everybody. We were really, really pushing hard and just had to work pretty hard in order to go and get established up high at high camp at 19,000 feet to be in position for a summit bid. And we had the entire team on the summit at 23,000 feet, just everybody, including one woman who'd been really struggling and been moving really slow on summit day, but she managed to push through. And seeing how everybody came together, everybody made it up there together, and just sharing that experience and seeing the bonds that formed from such a shared moment, that was really, really special.
You seem to be very experienced, so what's some advice that you might have for someone who's really just kind of starting out climbing, hiking, or maybe they've been hiking and climbing and want to take it to the next level, hitting some of those kind of more challenging peaks?
I would say it's one step at a time, right? So gradual progression and learning step by step is really important. It took me many, many years to build up my experience from, as I said, doing things in the more accessible and lower down mountain ranges here close to home to traveling far and really pushing myself at altitude. I think the interesting thing is that as you develop a passion for spending time in those extreme environments and you gather experience, all of a sudden what seemed really daunting or seemed really hard, initially starts to feel manageable. It starts to feel familiar, and you develop better judgment, better risk management skills, and just more experience that allows you to assess the hazards that are out there more effectively. So I'd say take it slow, one step at a time, and gradually build up from doing things that are kind of accessible and within close reach to traveling farther afield and doing more technical, higher, more difficult mountains.
How can people get more involved in creating gender equity in the mountaineering community?
First off, for the women, if you think that mountaineering is something that you want to do it. This is your space just as it is a men's space. For the men, include your female friends, your partners, your family members, whatever it may be. I'm stating that right now because unfortunately I've seen some of that happening, right? And that's a narrative that, as I said, I think is incredibly outdated and has no place in today's world anymore. So yes, men, please be inclusive and please make sure that you empower and support the women in your life. And outside of that, just, for everybody, get out there, go enjoy it, and stop thinking about gender.
I love it. How can people get more involved with AWExpeditions?
A couple different ways. If you are a woman and you would like to go join a climb, that'd be fantastic. If you are a man and you know of women in your life who are interested in this type of thing, share the message that there are organizations out there that are specifically for women. And besides that, one of the things that I'm really excited about is that AWE runs a Summit Scholarship program each year, which Sierra Designs is a part of, so thank you very much for that. The Summit Scholarship is a program that enables women to go and participate in an AWE expedition essentially free of charge. It covers the expedition fee, it covers the flight stipend, it covers awesome gear. It just, it's a full package. This past year, we were able to raise more than $5,000 for a single scholarship in 2020. We also had a bunch of partner money, so we were able to put up a total of 4 different scholarships valued at $5,000 each. And next year, we're hoping to do even more of that. So if you'd be willing to support the mission, that would be fantastic and could enable a woman and potentially you or a woman in your life to go on a high altitude climbing trip free of charge.
It's a pretty incredible thing that you have created. And so, thank you for, as a woman who, is inspired to create such a exciting program that is an opportunity for so many. So.
Thank you, Zoe.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for your time. I hope everyone out there gets out and enjoys an awesome summit. And like I said, go ahead and click the links and learn more about AWExpeditions. And we'll talk to you later, Sunny.
Fantastic.
Okay, thanks.